We are so privileged and blessed beyond measure. They tell me that over half of the world has never heard the name of Jesus. I find that so difficult to just comprehend. Growing up in the United States of America, we just believe in Him. It's no big thing. We just accept it. Would you please remember that the United States of America represents 6% of the world's population? Maybe it would be a little easier to understand that so much of this world has never heard the name whereby men must be saved. Something so taken for granted, so commonplace. And God has been dealing with our church in Jackson. I'm sure He's been dealing with many other churches. He is concerned about His children. Folks, sometimes we take His blessings and we just sit around His table and we just hoard His blessings. And we get to the point where sometimes we come spiritually very lazy and fat. We must never forget to look out the window and there's a field of golden grain. The Father, instead of calling us from the field, calls us from our beds to the table. And sometimes we get so picky. We'll have an evangelist come to our church and some of the children say, okay, preacher, give us ice cream and cake and give us steak. Don't give us spinach. Don't give us this. Don't give us that. Folks, we have had so many blessings that we are spoiled. And the Lord came down in prophecy and said these words that ring in my ear today. My house is full, but my field is empty. You say, well, we've still got room in our church left. There's still some pews not filled. Folks, when you realize that over half of the world has never even heard, and look out the window and see the wheat field crying to be harvested, it's time that we push away from the table and go to the work. There's so much that needs to be done. So many times we come even on an evening like tonight and just want to enjoy. God help us to enjoy and then remember that the enjoyment is only to build up our reserves to go out there and win a lost world. Would you listen carefully? These words, some of them are my words, some of them are the words that we heard in the prophecy that night. My house is full, but my field is empty.